Ever since why I've been talking my been laid up, been chained up. This don't change us.
Like you ain't
Just been
know.
through a lot. We gon' bounce back right up just like this. Yeah. Let me get my together. I got a jewel to catch. Always saying we together. Wanna be a part of the flex. Y'all know outside telling no sign. Making citizens arrest. I told the we gon' eat forever. I never let them start a death. Quavo, how you manifest? Cause I'm him in the flesh. In the same breath, I can show him how to American Express. I'm tired of you talking about it. Please let my nephew rest. Just ain't nobody doing nothing. All on get. Shut it down, baby, shut it down. Huncho, shut it down, it's a mess. Little bit of meet me at UPS. Don't come around if you stand down. Since you stand down, get a check. Got that out the mud, look, get low. I'm making it scratch. Drop dead fresh like the mint. Yeah, them was at the mint. Cold sweat on the jet. Every night I pray my take the martyr, cause it didn't go to Jimmy Carter. Smarter, not harder. Wells Fargo in a Charger. Want me to show you how to get to the top? Should've met me at the bottom. For real. I never fall out with a over Instagram follow. I call all the Instagram models, tell them let's take a trip to Cabo. Like, hey, mama, call me Johnny Bravo. Mama. Yeah. Tahoe, yeah. Turn a man, macho. Jump out the gym, we all trim. Making a movie, ain't no film. Bad, gon' flip my film. He having so much with him. People not play with him. Got in the crib, they stay with him. Checking my safe for M. Yeah, please go play with them. I'ma gon' say it. Can't with your man. Nah. Think I'm going somewhere. I'm stuck with my fam. I put blood, sweat, and tears for the brand. All these cards I've been dealt. Can't play with my hand. Everybody know that I'm him. 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 Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your course. She gon' tell you I'm him. Everybody know that 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 I'm him. Check the scout report. Everybody know that I'm him. Ask your course. She gon' tell you I'm him.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some in the back of the locked on wrist, see my dreams unfold. Nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I chew. Like a sneeze, please for them getting cream. Never let them get in between of what we started. Look, but I'm lying-hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist, no crawling. Went straight to walking with foreigns in my garages are foreign. Anything for $1, they tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. I did it with Mariah. Lil', I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my then what you talking about? Moving silent, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented. Flexing on these, I'm like Popeye on the spinach. Double M, yeah, that's my team. The captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of can the men cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new, she don't ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hand on my cause these and I gotta make it back home. Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. You cause these Philly I bought with me, don't no joke. No, all I know is when it come to me, I got young. I done did it. Every time I'm in that, I get to throwing 30 G's, but now I'm hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down no collar. They let me earn back home, that young be wildin'. We young, we my Batman and with this two-door Maybach with my seat on reclining. I'm like, real wood up. Real wood up.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball for you. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a look at the stats for Norman Powell.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And it's going to be the Clippers off the tip. And now the Los Angeles starters. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with James Harden. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. Shot by Leonard, no good. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard. But Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
So it's Portland now. Simons up top, defended by Harden. And he goes in for the dunk.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
The drive by Harden. Ayton with the defensive effort. And it's Simons with the ball for Portland. It's a 5-point game. Here's Sharp. Here's Ayton. Pass to Kamari. Now here's Sharp. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Dunn. Powell passes to Dunn. 50 moves. And the layup is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Simons. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. From the high post, here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
Harden, the pass to Powell. The three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here.
They've just got to continue to grow.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingin, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jeremy Grant comes in for Kamara. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp. And it's Henderson in for Simons. Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Dunn.
That's just a great move to the bucket. When Grant has a chance to go on the attack, he doesn't waste it.
Thibault with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Jones against Grant. Jones' shot is good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Bogdanovich against Thibault. Rebound by the Clippers. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You got to be a good team to reach that feat.
Henderson drives in, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Just such a terrific dunk.
And born to fly, that's for sure. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Portland ahead. They're up by 3. We've got more. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can and keeping everyone involved.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
We've got Jeremy Grant, Scoot Henderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Klingon, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position. That's the group for Portland starting the second. Shots good by Henderson. Stand back in your early coaching days. What was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that.
We've got some great guards. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Here are the five for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Chris Dunn is out there with Harden, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. Sharp, that's good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Here's Kamare after the basket by Los Angeles. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Driving in, banked in off the glass.
Good setup. Avdia, he's got such a good feel for the game.
Here is Harden. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Dunn misses. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Lakers. A 3 from Leonard. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we're seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Henderson against Harden. Henderson, no good.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Powell against Grant. Powell, the pass to Bogdanovich. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 3. Floats it up for Grant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Great feed, great finish. That's Jeremy Grant.
Outside, Bogdanovich launches a 3. Henderson pulls it in. Here's Grant. Oh, he got it to go.
Patient with his fan.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Matisse Thybulle's out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Grant. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
And no issues getting up for Simmons. An emphatic 2 points from the Australian.
It didn't take long for the Blazers to find Damian Lillard's heir apparent, did it, Greg?
Yeah, they drafted Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in 2023. Took him a little time to get his sea legs, but his talent is undeniable.
And here are the Clippers now. The Blazers getting the bucket. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Amir Coffey. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeremy Grant picks one up. Grant, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not, that's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Let's see some of the numbers here for Norman Powell. Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA. And confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Now, here's Simons. Left side, Grant. They double him with Simmons. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And now, let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. And now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Clock is at 3. Williams passes to Simons. Shoots the 3. With the clock winding down. Henderson against Simmons. Another shot with 1 on the clock. It's sent back down by Simmons. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
A different look now for Portland. Abdias checked in for Robert Williams. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Jeremy Grant. And it's Sharp in for Scoot Henderson. And then for Los Angeles, Amir Coffey comes in for Ivica Zubac. And James Harden subbed in for Ben Simmons. Leonard, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And it's Sharp missing. The Clippers trail. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam. And here's Harden for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Portland. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
You love the consistency in their approach, really methodical. Taking a closer look at the first half matchup. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We'll see Powell and Leonard playing the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
All right, Harden still got some hops and finishing that one off with some power.
And for Portland, they're shooting an efficient 53% from the field. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be We'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin. Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Ayton hits them both. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Portland, here are your Blazers, Ranger Dennis Schroeder.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard, the last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. Right around 25 points per, 7 rebounds and 4 assists.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
We know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can by Leonard.
Now, here's Sharp, following the miss by Chris Dunn.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Sharp with the
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Count the basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Harden against Simon. Outside, Avdia. Here's Kamara. Traps in the tray. Kamara's got 5 now. 15 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Simons the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 3. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Ayton is out there with Avdia. Then it's Anthony Simon. Then it's Sharp. And it's Kamara in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Leonard dumps it down with force.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
Here's Simon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden.
First team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Anthony Simons.
He throw good. Simon.
Simon's really settling in to what he is in this league, and that is a microwave scorer that can come in and get buckets. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Harden kicks to Leonard. Done outside. Back to Leonard. It's over Avdia. And it's Leonard missing.
I I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton just swallowing up the defender there and then completes the play.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now, he asked the defense to lock it down inside. He said, let's get physical. I don't want them to think we're soft in there. No more easy shots in the paint. So that's what the defense is set to do. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Boy, is he active. I love seeing Sharp just get after it on the backboard.
Leonard, the shot will not fall. Some solid defense. From 8. Here's Sharp. The putback. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. Powell, that's good.
And Powell putting the team on his back and coming through.
Portland leading by 3. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:15 left to play here in the 4th. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Sharp. Got it!
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Leonard attacking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right after.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this.
Man, scoring off of turnovers is so helpful. I mean, you get easy opportunities at the rim. It devastates the opponent. They've done a great job tonight of converting on those chances.
Sharp against Dunn. And here's Sharp. Money!
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that.
Here's Powell. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Los Angeles with another miss. And Portland with the ball. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Here's Sharp. Pass to Kamare. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Now here's Harden. Puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on. But let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Cause I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stack.